What's up, guys? It's your girl Zeta Lisa, and welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. Let's jump into it. Diddy has been indicted. The internet streets are going crazy, and we gonna talk about it. So let's jump into it. Diddy has been indicted, and he has already been denied bail, not once, but twice. And let's talk about why. The obvious, right? Yeah, you're torturous. You have been intimidating witnesses. You've been having freak-offs. They found loads and loads of lube in your house. It has come to the district attorney's attention that you have been using these freak-off videos as blackmail. Okay? Yes, I'm saying it. Let's jump into it. It looks like Combs has basically pleaded not guilty. He was denied bail, like we said, not once, but twice. It looks like his lawyer appealed it. And the grounds for why Diddy thinks that he should be out in the community, I feel like is pretty interesting. And the fact that he had the audacity to draw up his own bail proposition has me out in these streets thinking, how powerful, how egotistical, and how fucking just outright crazy is it that this man is drawing up his own bail agreement? Like, he's saying things like, we won't have women in the house. I'll be surveilled by a certain company. Like, he's laying it all out just so he doesn't have to go to MDC. And I found some things interesting that I want to bring to you guys' attention, because here at Mama's Cocktail Hour, we give the real. And I know that Diddy is a very powerful individual, and he has his hands in lots of pots, okay? And one of the pots that people have been alleging that he has his hands in is TMZ. Now, what I thought was very interesting is TMZ put out an article yesterday, right before his second bail hearing, discussing some of the conditions of MDC. So if you guys don't know what MDC is, it's basically the federal holding house where they keep people while they're awaiting trial for federal crimes. So it's in Brooklyn, and it looks like he has a lot to say about the living conditions there, the food. This man is trying everything in his power not to go to jail. So let's jump into it. It looks like some of the things that the prosecutors have brought to the judge is prosecutors accuse Combs of witness tampering, saying at a hearing today that the rap mogul's employees tried to ensure his ex-girlfriend and hotel employees wouldn't say anything about a beating at a Los Angeles hotel 8 years ago. So what they're talking about, if we don't already know, is the infamous Cassie video that came out a couple of months ago detailing the gruesome aftermath of what happened to be a freak off. So Diddy is now coming and trying to justify his actions after he apologized and said that he was disgusted with his own self. He's now coming out, guys, and saying that the reason why all of that happened is because there was a problem with infidelity. Cassie was jealous that he was with another girl, and she hit him over the phone, and she stole his clothes. And that's the reason why he chased her down the hallway like a psychomaniac and did everything that he did in that video that I do not need to repeat here. We all saw the video. It was all ill. It was grotesque. It was demeaning. It was every word that you can think of that YouTube doesn't like, right? The video assault, which was captured Combs kicking and stomping on the singer Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel in 2016, disappeared from the hotel servers, prosecutors said. CNN later obtained the video attack and published it. We all know who leaked that video, right? Allegedly, of course. Prosecutors said that the recording of Combs is telling, and basically they're making reference to Dawn. If you guys do not know what's going on, Dawn Richardson, a member of Danity Kane, who had a group with Diddy called Dirty Money. If you guys want to just kind of go on Apple Music and listen to it, The music is actually really good, and I'll do another video later, but you know how I was going back to the music and I was figuring out that some of this music, guys, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hot. Some of this music is very telling of what the situation was. You know how people can tell a story through music? If you guys go back and listen to some of Dawn Richardson's music, you will hear some of the hurt in the songs. That's just some homework. Definitely go do your own research. But I've listened to some songs and I was like, it sounds like she's talking about Diddy here. So Dawn Richardson came out. Again, she was a member of Danity Kane, and she was also a member of the 3-person group Dirty Money. And that was with Kalina, herself, and Diddy. It was always a weird dynamic anyways. He always looked like he was just like lusting over these 2 women and they didn't want to have nothing to do with him. But nonetheless, Dawn talks about her experience while working with Diddy, some of the gruesome conditions that she was under. She makes allegations against sexual assault, imprisonment, false imprisonment. She also discussed some of the abuse that she encountered and she saw Cassie go through. So I feel like this lawsuit came at a really good time, right at the cusp of Diddy being indicted and kind of solidifying everything that Cassie did. So shout out to Dawn for telling her truth, being real. I think a lot of women are out here on these internet streets talking all types of shit about Dawn. And I have a problem with that because it is not anybody's business when someone wants to come out and tell their truth. She may have now felt comfortable knowing that Diddy was going to be indicted, and that's the reason why she's doing it so close to the indictment. There could be a lot of reasons why she felt like it, but let's get down to the facts, right? The facts are Dawn put her lawsuit out, and after putting out her lawsuit, Kalina, who was a member of Dirty Money, basically put out a post on her Instagram story talking about how, although Dawn is entitled to her own opinion and whatever, that she never experienced that. From my opinion, and this is based on information and just my own belief and the situation, I believe that Kalina was coerced into giving that statement. And I'll tell you why. So it looks like the prosecutors basically brought up that the reason why Diddy should not be free is because he is intimidating witnesses. And there has been information that has been leaked that he supposedly reached out to Kalina, the other member of Dirty Money, in the height of Dawn's lawsuit. He called her 54 times, and not him specifically, because you know he got his minions, right? He called this woman 54 times in one day. Talk about intimidation. Talk about just like coercing. Like, it is just crazy the amount of things that this man has been able to get away with. So this is the basis that the U.S. attorney is going to this judge and basically letting them know, like, he is a risk. We cannot let him go in hopes that he's going to be intimidating this witness. People are thinking that he's in New York because he's saying his goodbyes. He's making, I think Diddy was in New York lining things up, okay? And in a future video, we're going to get into some of the specifics about how this whole indictment came into place, because there are a lot of rumors right now stating that Diddy did not turn himself in on his own accord. He wasn't in New York, as his lawyers trying to make it seem, to kind of turn himself in. There has been actually like alleged street gossip that there was rumors that he was trying to flee, allegedly. And that's the reason why the feds swooped in and got him unannounced. So there are so many things pending right now. There are so many things happening. It looks like Diddy's trying to swirl his, slither his way out of this one. But the feds is like, no. So right now, he has been denied bail, not once, but twice. We are all waiting to see what gets dropped in discovery. Apparently, the district attorney did come out and say that a lot of the videos that Diddy had of those freak-offs were being used against people for blackmail. So I think that's going to be real interesting to see who's on those tapes. If we're going to get a chance to see those tapes, what's going on? Diddy is complaining about all things that are happening in the jail. And I'm actually interested in that because I know someone who actually worked at that jail. So they pretty much know that he is going to have a rough time there, being that he's most likely going to be left in solitary confinement. They're not going to let him be in general pop just because of the nature of what's going on and who he is. So, for everybody in these internet streets that have been waiting for this moment, we are here, guys. I'm going to continue to keep you guys posted. You'll be having more videos from me tonight. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Diddy going down, or is his money, his dirty money, going to get him out of this? Let me know in the comments, guys.